Loveland is well known for its arts, and with us today is Suzanne Jansen. She's the Public Art and Business Services Manager for the City of Loveland. Welcome to the program, Suzanne.
Thank you.
Glad to have you here. Give us a history of the art in the City of Loveland.
You bet. Well, Loveland's art history really traces back to 1984, which is when 5 artists and art advocates in Loveland got together and they formed the sculpture shows. From the popularity of those sculpture shows, the mayor in 1985, whose name was Herm Smith, decided it would be a great time for the city to adopt a 1% for the Arts ordinance. So he spoke with Susan Eisen, who is the Director of Cultural Services, and Felicia Harmon, who at that time was the Downtown Development Authority Director. They worked with Bill Babcock, who was the city attorney, and they drafted a 1% for the Arts ordinance. And from this ordinance, 1% of any capital project for the city that is valued at $50,000 or more goes into the Art in Public Places Fund.
So tell us about the status of the current collection.
You bet. Well, the collection has grown quite a bit since 1985, and right now we have 372 pieces within the collection, and over 72% of the value of that collection has been donated from arts organizations, individuals, and also artists who contribute to the program. And the largest collection of public art you can find in Benson Park, which I'm hoping most Loveland citizens know about, and they donate the profits that are from these annual sculpture shows. They take a percentage of those profits, they put that back into public art as well as the infrastructure for the park itself. And this year we had a very generous donation of bean pods, and that is by a local artist, Tony Hochstetler.
Wonderful. Well, tell us about some of the current projects.
You bet. Public art projects take a little while from original design concept to execution. So we have 2 major projects in the Civic Center that are going to be installed starting November 28th, so just right around the corner. And the first of which is the Loveland Public Library. There are 3 components to that piece. The one that you can see is a sculpture by Kathleen Karakoff. That is going to be a black granite piece that's inlaid with gold leaf. And that will be installed on the exterior of the building. On the inside of the building, there are 2 other components. The first of which is Falling Water Mobile, which you'll see on the left side of your screen, and that is made from fiberglass, and it's lit interiorly with LED lighting. Then there are also 11 oil paintings by by Allison Kincaid. And she is completing those oil paintings. Those will be hung in the stairwell as well as in locations throughout the library.
Well, let's talk a little bit about what's going on at the Chilson Center.
That's another large project. The Chilson Center will also have installations both on the interior and exterior of that building. The exterior of the building will have bubble rings, and that's by the studio, artwork studio. And that is composed of punched aluminum as well as mirror, and it will go on the 2 exterior walls of the natatorium along 4th Street and then on that inset that you can see as well. On the inside of the lobby for the Chilson Center, we have another piece of artwork called Waveforms. It's by the same artist group. That's also composed of mirrors. They're actually mirrored balls, aluminum, and fiberglass that is cut into shapes and then painted as well. And it's all to symbolize motion and water and the movement of the elements.
It's beautiful. Well, there's a new project at the Rialto Bridge. What's that all about?
That's a huge project, yes. I'm sure many people have seen the construction that's going on along 4th Street. And for the Rialto Bridge, they have a terrazzo flooring, which is really exquisite. And you'll see in there the original Rialto theater logo that will be embedded into the floor of that theater space. The theme for that entire building is going to be spotlights and putting the public in the spotlight. So when you enter, you will have the sense that you are truly on stage. So there will be references to Hollywood, old Hollywood, Hollywood skybeams, and that's going to be an exciting project. Everywhere from the stair railings to the flooring to the elevator shafts.
And look at the picture on the screen there and tell us about that.
That is actually going to be the community room, which is on the 2nd floor of the building. And as you can see, we're using RGB lighting, which is theatrical lighting, and that will be in a very artistic form. That's the preliminary design, and I actually haven't seen the final design, so it'll be fun when that's actually installed. We'll get to see that.
And tell us a little bit about the TAP program. What's that?
You bet. TAP stands for the Art Advocacy Project, and every year we do a call for artists, and it will take place just after January, for artists to loan the city a sculpture for the period of 1 year. It will be installed in May, and it will run, like I said, the entire year. All of the pieces are for sale, and it's really a way to showcase Colorado artists here in our downtown.
And Loveland also has a transformations project, which I love.
Yes, that's a very fun project, and it really is has been a fun project for the whole community to get behind. We work very closely with the power department, and every year we allot a certain number of boxes that can be painted by local artists. So we've done over 53 boxes over the last 3 years. In the spring, we'll choose another 10 boxes, and we'll do an open call for artists within northern Colorado. And some years we have a theme, some years we don't have a theme, so stay tuned.
Yeah, and there are some great upcoming projects for artists. Tell us about that.
There are. The one that we're really excited about, and we still have to work out some of the details because we'll be working with the Colorado Department of Transportation, is an interchange project at I-25 and Highway 34. So we're looking at doing a monumental piece out at that location. We're hoping to have the call for artists available sometime in the spring. In addition to that, we're looking at doing a mural downtown and working with Ames Community College on another mural. So we're hoping for 2 downtown murals by fall.
And there is a lot going on with art in the City of Loveland. If you would like more information, go to cityofloveland.org, or you can contact Suzanne directly. Her number is there on the screen, and as well as her email. And Suzanne, I want to talk about another exciting project that happens in the City of Loveland, and it's the Engaging Loveland Hearts, the City with Heart project. Tell us about it.
That's right. The Visual Arts Commission sponsored 2 hearts during their inaugural year, and it's grown since that time. All of those hearts are sponsored by local businesses, which is really a wonderful way for the public to become involved with that project. All of the art is unique and created by local artists, and the objective of that project is to encourage people of all ages and backgrounds to come and interact with the art and really reconnect and look as we try to reinvent the heart and what the heart means. And so we're hoping people have a great time with that project. The hearts are placed in various locations throughout the community, and a very fun family activity is to come to the museum and pick up a heart map, and you can try to find them throughout the city and then have your picture taken with them, and then share those with the Engaging Loveland folks as well.
Definitely. If you have your picture made with one of the hearts in the community, go ahead and send that to the Engaging Loveland offices, and you may be able to be featured on their website. That's engagingloveland.org. You can email them at info@engagingloveland.org, and the number is up on your screen. Well, thank you, Suzanne, for being a guest with us. There's a lot of information to cover for the arts in Loveland. It's a big deal, and we love it.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for being with us.